Hey my friends, Late Boy Scout here for Vlog Wednesday. Oh, that's kind of new. Yeah, it is. Don't worry about it. So today I needed to do a quick vlog to let you guys know about some cool equipment, some knives from Schrade, some new ones that are coming out that you may have seen on a few other channels, but I need to give you my take on them. And also one other Schrade item, but before I get to those things, let me show you this. Check out this t-shirt, L-O-V-E, and it's made out of a whole bunch of knives. Knife love, get it? Yeah, you get it. But where can you get it, right? You'll know tomorrow. So tune in for Vlog Thursday, which is still happening. And there may be one other item or perhaps two other items that I'll tell you about at that point as well. So come back tomorrow for Vlog Thursday, but for today, for Vlog Wednesday, let's get into some of these Schrade items. So the first thing I'm going to show you before I show you those three awesome new knives for 2015 is this right here. This is the Schrade SCPEN4, SCPEN4. It comes in a whole bunch of different colors. It's, you guys know that I enjoy tactical pens. And this is more than just a tactical pen, which it is a tactical pen. It's got a point right here. I don't think that's enough of a point to break glass, but it's enough of a point to, be kind of pointy if you're jabbing it into somebody in a pressure point or something like that. So yes, it's a tactical pen from a defensive standpoint, but it's also a survival pen, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Unscrew the cap right here. There's the actual pen portion that you write with, which works just fine. But you've got a whistle up here. Check that out. It's very loud. That probably blew out the speaker or the microphone. That is very loud, and in a survival situation, being able to signal with something like that would be very, very cool. This thing is a little bit fatter than some of the other tactical pens that I've tried, but I don't mind it at all. It comes with a lot of capabilities that I totally dig, so I definitely recommend the SCPEN4. One other capability I need to show you is this right here. It's also got a ferrocerium rod on it for striking sparks, but how are you going to strike it, right? Well, on the end right here is the actual striker, and I'll show you how to get to that. You actually need to twist this the opposite way from what you normally would. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, right? Wrong. It's the opposite of that. You rotate it the other way. If you try to do the lefty-loosey thing, the righty-tighty, you'll just screw it on tighter and tighter and tighter, and it will never, never work. But Schrade was pretty brilliant in doing it the way they did, because you actually are going to scrape it that way. And if it was coming on and off the way it normally does, it actually, pressing it against that ferro rod would rotate it and make it fall right off. So Schrade knew what they were doing when they flipped the direction that these threads go. So just keep that in mind when you buy the pen. But does it work? Does it throw sparks? Let's see. You see those? Yeah, that's right. I'm using a ferro rod in my house. I'm not worried about it. The SCPEN4, it's not too expensive. It is a great little survival pen. I recommend it. I've been carrying it. I like it, guys. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you from Schrade. I definitely enjoy it. Check it out if you want it. Now let's get on to those knives I was talking about. These are brand new for 2015. I don't have all the specs in front of me, so excuse me on that, but I am going to give you a little bit of an overview and talk about what they have on them. First off, they all come in a relatively the same kind of sheath. They've all got this little bit of a little leg tie going on here. This is not paracord, but it's good enough to get the job done. It comes with this outside pouch, comes with a handful of things. You get a ferrocerium rod, which has a striker tied onto it right there. Ferrocerium rods from Schrade work fine. I've tried them. They're great. And check that out. A little diamond file sharpener. Man, I cannot believe how much this comes with for the price. And what is the price? I don't have the exact price, but indications are that it's well under 50, maybe even under 40. I'm not sure. This is the Schrade SCHF 36. I got the numbers down there. Check that sucker out. Okay, get a sense of the size. Again, I have not put these things to use yet. This is just kind of a first look. I'm going to do some nice field reviews showing these things in use, building and cutting up some stuff, doing the kind of field reviews you've come to expect from me for outdoor tools like these. But I can tell you just from a first look and kind of a first impression standpoint, this is going to be a very good knife. It's 1095 steel. It's got, I think, a TPE handle, which is, I don't know what TPE stands for, but that's basically, it's very similar to the SCHF 9 in that it's kind of rubberized and texturized right here. I like it. It actually feels really good in hand. It's not big and fat and ginormous the way the SCHF 9 was. I think they've corrected things. You know, some of the weaknesses that that knife had, they've corrected in this one and in this whole line actually. And so I'm really excited to get this out and try it. It is hollow ground, which is going to give you a much finer edge than you might have on a flat ground blade. Partially hollow ground, that is. You can tell where the stock is up here, kind of the line right there, and where the actual edge comes to. But it's a great blade shape. It's got that nice forward finger choil. Feels extremely neutral in hand. Feels light, even though it is extremely thick. I don't remember the exact specs, but I want to say that's something like 4 millimeters thick, guys. Maybe it's 3, I can't remember. But it's very thick, like almost 1/4 of an inch. Just barely shy of 1/4 of an inch. Very thick. 1095 steel. I expect very good things from the SCHF 36. I'm really looking forward to playing with that knife. Oh, it feels great in hand. I love it so far. Next, I want to show you this one right here, which is also new for 2015, and that is the SCHF 37. It's basically just a bigger brother to the SCHF 36. Let me show you those side by side. Again, the handles are basically identical. Okay, the scales are the same. It's just the length, and that's about it. The weight, of course, is different. But if you just want a larger knife, something that's going to be a little bit heftier, be able to chop a little better, get some batoning done, stuff like that, then the SCHF 37 is going to be a little bit more up your alley. And that thing is, man, I've seen humongous knives. I've seen much, much bigger knives. But this is just a very, very good size for the type of stuff that I would like to do. Again, with that forward finger choil right there, it feels extremely neutral in hand, regardless of the weight, and it is a little heavier than some of the other outdoor knives I have or that I've used. But man, I think this is going to be a very, very enjoyable knife to use in the outdoors as well. So the SCHF 36, the 37, and now you can probably guess what's coming up next. Yeah, the SCHF 38. You can see what it's missing right off the bat, a forward finger choil. So don't get your finger up in there. Don't do it. However, the handle is exactly the same. Okay, the blade length is comparable. Well, it's in between really the 36 and the 37. That's the 36 right there. And the 37 will be just a little bit longer. Just right there, see? So the handles are all exactly the same on these. It's just the blade shapes and so forth and lengths that change, and weights, of course. But it is the exact same thickness in the stock, exact same steel. All three of these knives are huge winners, guys, for outdoor survival type knives. Probably tactical use as well. Not an expert on that. You can see that handle there. They've all got these little lanyard holes in them that are going to work well. That's a generous amount of lanyard hole, actually. You're going to be able to fit some doubled up 550 cord through there, no problem, I think. Some jimping right here, texturing on the back as well. All three of these knives have that. Just great designs. I will say that that handle is a little bit small. I wish I had about another ½ inch on there. Now that might throw the balance off a little bit, but a little more to hang on to would be nice. You can see how my hand comes to the very end of that pommel. I don't think my hands are huge, but they are on the large side. So I would appreciate just a little more space there. It kind of, I don't know, makes me feel a little more comfortable. However, it is great. I think it's a good feeling knife. I look forward to doing some chopping with this. The weight is far more forward on it because you don't have a sort of finger choil to choke up into, but it will make it a good chopper. It's also just got a really cool drop point blade shape to it. SCHF 36, 37, and 38, new for 2015, guys. I want to let you guys know about them. And also, as I said before, come back tomorrow for Vlog Thursday because I got a couple things to tell you about. This t-shirt and some other cool things that you'll be able to pick up very soon and that I think you will like a lot. All right, that's been Vlog Wednesday. I'm the late Boy Scout. See you guys later.